Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 3 of English for ICT. Today we will explore one of the most fundamental elements of language, sentence structure. As computer science students, understanding how to construct correct and meaningful sentences is essential for clear technical communication. Whether you are writing a project report, a line of documentation, a professional email, mastering sentence structure will make your ideas sound logical, precise, and professional. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to construct grammatically correct sentences in English, apply subject-verb agreement rules confidently, and use articles appropriately in your writing. You'll also learn to recognize and produce various sentence types used in ICT contexts, like declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory sentence, which will help you communicate instructions, questions, and ideas more effectively. Now let's move to define what is a sentence. A sentence is a complete unit of meaning. It must have a subject and verb. In ICT, clear sentence structure is critical because you often describe processes, systems, or user actions. For example, in the sentence, the technician installs the new software. The subject is technician, the verb is to install, and the object is software. Together they form a clear, meaningful statement. Now let's talk about subject-verb agreement, which means the verb form must match the subject. Singular subjects take singular verbs, usually ending in s, when the subject is he, she, or it, while plural subjects take the base form of the verb. For instance, the computer works effectively is correct because computer is a singular subject and it refers to it as a pronoun, and so is works a correct verb. However, when plural, we say computers work efficiently. Consistency in agreement shows precision and professionalism, which is essential in technical writing and reporting. Many students make small but important mistakes in agreement. Remember, singular subjects take singular verbs when the subject refers to he, she, or it. The software runs smoothly, not run. Okay? Also, collective nouns like team are singular in English. We say the IT team works fast. Paying attention to these details make your technical writing more accurate and professional. Now let's move to SVO structure. English is a very structured language, and one of its most important patterns is the subject-verb-object order, what makes it different from any other language. The subject performs an action, the verb describes that action, and the object receives it. For example, in the technician installs hardware, technician is the subject and he is doing the action. Instance is the action done by the technician, that is to say, the subject, and which is the verb, and hardware is the object that receives the action from the subject, that is to say, from the technician. This clear structure makes English logical and easy to understand, especially in technical writing and documentation. Now let's move to articles. Articles may look small, but they carry a lot of meaning. They tell us whether a noun is general or specific. We use a before consonant sounds like a programmer and a before and before vowel sounds like, for example, an engineer. I repeat, before nouns that start with a normal letter and before nouns that starts with a vowel sound, okay? When we refer to something specific or already known, we use the, as the network needs maintenance. Using the right article ensures clarity and accuracy in ICT writing. There are different types of sentences. Sentences can serve different purposes. Declarative sentence states facts, like computers process data. Interrogative sentence asks questions. Do you use this software? However, imperative sentences give commands or instructions or orders. Install the latest update, and exclamatory sentences express emotions or surprise. What an amazing program! It should end with an exclamation mark. In ICT contexts, imperative and declarative forms are especially common in technical manuals and instructions. You need to know the common sentence error in ICT writing. Let's review a few typical mistakes. Notice how a small change can fix the entire sentence. Always make the subject and verb agree. The engineer tests the program. Okay? Use the correct article. An application needs an update. And don't forget auxiliaries in negative forms. The system does not work. Correcting these small errors makes your writing accurate and professional. To summarize today's lesson, every correct English sentence contains a subject and a verb. The subject and verb must always agree in number. Using the SVO pattern will make your writing clearer and more direct. Articles help you identify whether something is general or specific. And finally, understanding sentence types allows you to communicate effectively, from giving instructions to describing systems or asking questions. Dear students, thank you all for your active participation and attention. I encourage you to review the examples from today's lesson and practice forming your own sentencing using ICT vocabulary that we have already learned together. Don't forget to do the activities to practice today's lesson, which are in the PDF version of the lesson. And in our next session, we will explore how to use the present simple tense effectively in computer sciences writing to describe functions, processes, and routines. Please don't forget to subscribe into the channel so you get notified when I publish our next lesson.